Good afternoon and welcome back to the West Ham Network. You are joining myself, Anton, and Mr. Stato Matt for the Matchday Live for the big game at White Hart Lane. It's the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. And before we get moving on, Mr. Matt, Stato Matt, let's give you the starting 11 for West Ham today. Well, Mr. Matt Flack, we've just seen that lineup there from West Ham. I mean, what's your kind of brief thoughts, mate?
One of two things. Either he's going for the same, we done against Wolves, where 4 hours tucked in to make it 5 at the back, then was expected to get forward. I'm assuming either Masuaku's doing that job, or Moyes just tried to match up against Spurs.
What could I mean, the situation we could be in is that when we defend, we're 5 at the back, and when we attack, we're 4 at the back, because that's what really bringing in Masuaku can give us can offer us. But listen, before we move on, let's go live to the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium with the young man himself, Mr. Jakey Boy. Jake, how you doing, mate?
Anton, mate, I can't hear you, but it's a madness, isn't it?
Yeah, you go for it, mate. You just show us the stadium, you show us the crowd, you do what you want, go for it.
All right, cool, yeah, I'm just about here, yeah. Line-up's all right, take it, Masuaku on the left. Don't know what David Moyes has done there, but we'll have to wait and see. It's good in there, I've got a good feeling, mate.
Yep, have a look at the comment I put on.
Sorry, say that again?
Have a look at the comment along the bottom and you'll see what I've got on there. You talk to us and show us the scene. What's the atmosphere like, Jakey boy?
Cheers, mate.
What's the atmosphere like?
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, it's good. West Ham fans with full voice after Thursday night, obviously, and the party's getting started in there, definitely.
I'll put this up for you so you can see it. Look at that comment there, Jake.
Oh, up for it, yeah. I am up for it, but there's nerves there, Other players going to be leggy, other players going to be up for it. We'll have to wait and see. 20 minutes is good. The first 20 minutes is going to show us that, but we'll have to wait and see.
There's another comment for you, Jakey boy, on the screen.
What are the fans saying about Masuaku? Yeah, mixed feelings, I think, about Masuaku, to be honest. It's a bit strange, but David Moyes! He knows exactly what we need. I think it's mixed feelings about Masuaku, but we'll have to see what he does. David Moyes has picked him. We'll have to wait and see what happens.
Have a look at the screen. I'll see you in the comment.
No, we're in a concourse. Yeah.
Excellent. Well, listen, what's your predictions then, Jakey boy?
Prediction. I've been saying 2-1 Spurs, but no, we got to win. We got to win this now. 1-0 West Ham, Antonio.
Brilliant, excellent, Jakey boy. Jake, when you get back to your seat, if you can log on, if you can. If you can't, don't worry. But so everyone in the chat can have a look at the stadium and have a look around and see what it's like.
Yeah, I will, mate. Cheers, I'll catch you.
Take it easy. Cheers, mate. Bye. There you go, Matt. On you go. Yeah, so sorry.
I was thinking, Jakey's voice sounds a bit deep there. Is he putting it on, or is he a bit hoarse from Thursday night?
Yeah, no, he wasn't at the game on Thursday night, but was very lucky enough to get bag himself a couple of tickets for today. But when it comes to the game today, you know, there's so many different options we could really be looking at. Well, it's not so many different options. I mean, I'm delighted that Rice, Souček have made the game as expected. Harsh and Fornals, I mean, what do you think the mindset is about the Fornals situation there?
It's probably just leggy. That's what I'm thinking. I think, did he make way? Was it Diop or Fredericks he made way for? In like the 115th, 117th minute.
Yeah.
And it's not just the amount of minutes he played, it's the job that he does and the workload he gets through.
Yeah.
Like we said in the preview last night, some of our, the players probably absolutely knackered. And alongside Rice and Souček, he probably covers up the most ground.
He does.
I said last night, he essentially plays about 3 positions in one. He plays left wing back, left mid, and left forward.
Yeah.
Maybe Moyes just looked at it and gone, you know what? We're playing away from home. We're going to sit back. We're going to need a bit of pace, and Pablo's a bit leggy. So, I mean, you know what? I know I put in a comment in our group chat earlier, I was like Masuaku, but it's the only position he can actually play, in fairness to Moyes. He's not put him at left back. And also maybe he's thinking about Creswell. Because I said Kulusevski and Son are both starting, so they've got pace on the wings. So we're going to need to double up, help Creswell, gives him a bit more pace. And also, it's almost like matching up Spurs' team, their formation. Spurs called it a 3-4-3, 5-2-3. Spurs play with 3 centre-backs, 2 centre-mids, wing-backs, and the 3 up front.
Yeah.
So it's almost like in some ways that Moyes has matched him up and gone, okay, we're going to match you in the first half. And it is, because if you think you've got Romero and Dyer are 2 proper centre-backs, and they've got Ben Davies on the left-hand side of their back 3. Same with Creswell.
We'll have a look at that then, mate. Can you dissect that starting 11 for us, please, mate?
That will be Doherty as a right winger. I said Romero, Dyer, and Davies as a back 3. Romero on the right-hand side, Dyer in the middle, Davies on the left-hand side. Like what Creswell's job is now. And then Reguilon as the left winger. So if you match up against our team, you will say Ben Johnson's the right winger, Dawson, Zuma, Creswell, and then Masuaku.
Yeah.
Then you've got the 2 holding in the middle. You've got the destructive one in Højbjerg and the passer in Bentancur. And then you've got the 2 either side of Kane.
Yeah.
So it could be a case of that Moyes has gone, you know what, first half, let's sit deep, soak it up, and match them up and try and go man to man. If we went, that's the only thing I think of. Moyes has gone, and he's still, you know what, Doherty's not the quickest, but the Kulusevski and Son probably interchange, and they'll be a bit difficult to deal with. So he's probably gone, you know what, let's give someone with a bit of legs, tuck Creswell inside a bit, Masuaku out on the wing to defend the wing, and Creswell can defend the end of the penalty box or something.
Yeah.
It's. I would say, in fairness, though, I suppose Moyes has made us a counter-attacking team, and that is a counter-attacking lineup. It's the only thing you say is that going to be a 3 up front for us, or is it going to be a 2?
Yeah.
But we can see Moyes set us up to hit on the counter.
Yeah.
And you know what? As I said, it's the only formation and the only position that Masuaku fits.
What do you think of this comment from Freno? Yeah, that seems to me as well. Probably Vlasic and Fornals to come on in the second half if all goes, on point.
You've got legs, so you then have options to come on.
This is our substitutes for today's game. Areola, Fredericks, Diop, Noble, Kroll, Vlasic, Fornals, Perkins, and the man of the moment, Mr. Yarmolenko.
So essentially, you've got options across the pitch. Technically, the only position you haven't got an option for would be the left back, but you've got 2 left backs and the backup on the pitch. So
yeah,
but Fredericks, if Johnson's leggy, or if we're trying to shut the game out at the end, you'll put someone in front of him. Diop, if Dawson pulls up injured or something. Noble and Crow, I'm sure we'll probably see Noble at some point in the game.
Yeah,
I'm sure. This is it now, isn't this Noble's last ever game against Spurs? So I'm sure Noble's going to want to have, even just to be on the pitch, he's going to have get on the game at some point.
But he can always step up, mate. He can always step up to the plate. You know, it's a big game, London derby against Spurs. You know, Noble knows what it's all about, and if players' legs are tiring, then we can always have the reliable legs of Mark Noble, and that's the thing, though. You know, we play to what he's capable of doing, so he's not going to start the game, and if he was to start the game, he'd come off. But he's going to come on, mate, at some point, and probably run around like a proper engine. You know, he steps up to the plate, and especially in these games. Big game for the likes of Benny today. I think he's starting to kind of grow again, and his confidence is growing. And to be honest, any of the players that played the other night, confidence will definitely be growing, because how can it not, on the back of such a fantastic win against such a huge team, the Kings of the Europa League. And players like Ben Rama had a part to play in that game as well. So it's going to be a big game for him today, is it not?
Yeah, he's a weird one. He is actually in like a player form what Spurs are at the moment, because he has really good points and then he has like really poor points.
Yeah,
you know, we go back to like the Villa game last weekend. I thought he was pretty poor. However, he got 2 assists.
Well, that's the thing, though. On that, you know, and we've said this in the preview as well. We said it in the review. You know, it wasn't Benny's best game as a whole. The first half in particular, it really wasn't. And then in the second half, it was a tiny bit better, but he was still losing the ball. But he got 2 assists. And as we'll say week in and week out, if he gets 2 assists each week doing that, then who are we to say, no, you're not being a part of this, you know, this setup, this team. And the thing is, mate, you know, as much as I've been very critical of Ben Rama and very critical of players that have played with West Ham, at the end of the day, I want West Ham to do the best, and I want all the players that play for the club to do the best, fight for their position. And the benefit of what Moyes has done is, you know, when he feels that Ben Rama isn't right, he'll pull him off or he won't start him. And he relies heavily on the 15, 16 players that he trusts in the squad. And we've been judging him because he's got the lack in depth, you know, but he's making it work. He's making us challenge. He's put us into the quarterfinals Europa League. We're there or thereabouts in the top 5, top 6 just now with this thin squad by managing these players, because there's no point, you know, in playing the likes of Ben Rama because on certain games when he hasn't, because he's not been playing well. And Moyes does have a history, though, and I think people could say this, you know, when the likes of Lanzini, I think it was a couple of years ago, when Lanzini was having a run of games and he wasn't playing well, but Moyes kept playing him. He kept the faith in him, and it didn't massively work out for him, but it's massively working out for him this year. But thoughts on Ben Rama, and then move into Lanzini if you can.
He's got a big game today. And it's not just attacking, it's going to be going back as well. Like I said, he likes to stretch the pitch, Conte.
Yeah.
I said he plays with wingers and wing backs.
I'm not going to lie, mate.
You know,
you've got a decent haircut. You've got a decent haircut, mate, as Frank Butcher's saying.
Oh. I mean, I don't know who cuts Kane's hair, but yeah.
Well, on you go, sorry.
I think for all the money he's got, he could get a bit of haircut. No, look, that for me, when I saw that Masuaku was in, I saw that before I read the rest of the team. In fairness, my immediate response was always coming for Ben Rama. not anything against him, but I was thinking, you know what, this is going to be a really hard-working, backs to the wall, defensive. You've got to get your stuff done. You've got to do your tracking. So I thought it'd be him gone, and it's the fact that he's 4 hours does make sense because he's probably the leggier player. However, he's going to step up with the defensive work, which you did see in parts, actually, in fairness, on Thursday. There was a number of times, especially I remember in the first half, where Benrahma did, though as usual, he was either like a poor touch or he overplayed the ball, and you thought, don't do it there. In our third, you give him the ball away. But then, I've never seen him move so fast to sprint back and win the ball back. So maybe Moyes saw in that and thought, you know what, he is putting the effort in, he is putting the yards in, and thinks that Benrahma can make something going down the other end. Because that's the only thing I would say is that he has that something, doesn't he? He has that creative, you don't know what he's going to do. Fornals is a very excellent technical player, but he is in a modern, methodical, technical style that you can read what he's going to do. It's just normally you can't stop it because players just built on triangles and cutting through the lines.
What do you think on Feno's comment here? This could be Mickey's game easy. He did all good in the last few games. And of course, we all know Mr. and Mickey Antonio loves the game against Spurs. But he's right, mate. This is a really good opportunity. It's good. It's good when you've got a team that you like to score against. But, taken away from that, it would be good for him to get on the score sheet today at such a big game. Because we could be doing with players hitting form at the right time. A bit like what Yarmolenko's done.
Yeah, like we said, he's, Moyes has stuck with him mainly because Moyes hasn't had any option. He alluded to that before, but it has taken about 2 months of just playing him every game to get into some sort of form again. I mean, that being said, though, I think we sat here before Christmas and I said if he got like 20, 25 goals and assists for the season combined, Moyes would be happy. He's already at 20 goals combined for, scoring assisted for the season.
Yeah.
So whether even whether I think he's done well or not, he's doing the job Moyes wants. And he's holding the ball up. Certainly his hold-up play was a lot better on Thursday night than I've seen. He was actually making the ball stick to feet and laying it off, which is something I've probably been critical of him for. Like, there's far too many times the ball goes into him and it just seems to ping off him again. Whereas Lanzini was actually able to play ball passes into him and get it back off him again, and he was sucking players in. That's what Moyes wants. That's what makes him difficult to play against.
Yeah,
because he does suck in 2 or 3 players because he is that powerful, but he is that explosive. You have to get tight on him because you don't want him to turn.
Yeah.
But if you stuck too many people in and he turns, you're in trouble. Or if he lays it off. Look, I still think we need a natural centre forward. However, it's going to be hard to find someone that does that job that Antonio does and scores goals. Even Yarmolenko can hold the ball up and score goals, but he's not as physical and he's not as quick.
Yeah.
So,
well, let me bring on our I don't know how we describe you. I was just going to bring you on, Irish Tommy. I was trying to think of something there. Our Smiler, our Irish Smiler. That's what we'll call you after all the comments last night.
A resident Mick.
What do you think, mate, from the team and the feelings going into this?
Yeah, I'm a little surprised that he switched to wing back. I thought he would stick with 4-2-3-1, but obviously he's decided to go like for like with Tottenham. Obviously, really worried about Masuaku. Apart from the fact he's dodgy defensively, so I worry about them coming down our left-hand side. I think they'll probably try and target that now a little bit.
Yeah.
So I'm a bit worried about him. Other than that, I just wonder why Fornals wasn't good to go. I don't know if it was purely tactical.
Yeah, I mean, if we take into consideration, Tommy, what Moyes actually said, he did go on about players were a bit leggy. Some people took a little knock. But I don't think anyone was going to miss the game, and I'm only putting 2 and 2 together and maybe thinking that maybe he's one of those players that may have taken a knock or he is a bit leggy, but I don't doubt for a second we won't see him in this game. I think we will possibly see him in this game depending on what the result will be. And he's, to me, it's just another decision to utilise the squad at the right time, but it's just whether or not it's the right player is the key question.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. I mean, apart from the fact he's dodgy defensively, I think going forward, to me as well. He offers very little. I think his final ball is atrocious. He does get himself into some very good situations and positions, getting forward Masuaku around the edge of the box, and then he just makes a mess of everything. He hasn't been any good for us for a long time, even going forward. Whereas there was a time when you felt defensively, he's poor, but when he gets in around the box, he can cause problems. But he doesn't even do that anymore. His final ball, his crosses are atrocious. His final pass is almost always wrong. So to me, Masuaku brings literally nothing to the team, and the fact that he hasn't played in so long. So, he's not even really match sharp or match fit. So really worried about that one, but we'll just have to wait and see how he goes. But other than that, I'm okay. I think the other 10 were expected. Maybe
absolutely.
The formation change I wasn't really expecting, but again, we've played that system before, and we've played well in that system before. So it's not an issue for me that we're playing wing backs.
I think the key thing about this potential, formation is that going forward and coming back can be very different, West Ham. And as long as we can stay disciplined and stay in control of that situation, then we can do that. But like we said, we worry defensively on Masuaku's ability to defend, and we know we can get forward. We know we can get himself into some unbelievable positions. But, several times this season, Moyes has stuck by him when the fans haven't. And I mean, we were talking about it last night about the likes of Yarmolenko. When the man's down, we were absolutely slating him. I mean, you could have probably put Yarmolenko. We all knew that Yarmolenko had great ability, but literally 3 or 4 weeks ago, everyone had Masuaku and Yarmolenko in the same bracket. They were to get out the club very, very quickly. And look how that's kind of turned around when given a bit of faith and a bit of comfort and a bit of an arm around you. And at the end of the day, I suppose Moyes is that right man who can do that. But he's obviously got some form of faith in what Masuaku can do. And I think probably what us fan base are asking from Moyes is, can you explain that? And what we need from Masuaku is a performance to show that.
Yeah, I think it's literally because it's a strange one, because he could very easily have switched Johnson over there and started Fredericks at wing back on the right. And Fredericks, I think, is his best position for us, I think, is as a wing back. So I'd have rather seen that than to see Masuaku over there, if I'm completely honest. I don't know why he's decided to go with Masuaku from the start. But, I would love to hear about that. Maybe, look, maybe he just trusts Masuaku. I don't know. But I don't know why. I've got no idea why you start Masuaku. I don't. I mean, if you were to poll fans and ask how many of them would start Masuaku at wingback today, I think you would find very, very few who would want him on the pitch.
Yep. Lanzini, he loves a goal against Spurs. He's back on form. We spoke about it again last night. He's back in the team, leading the line just behind Antonio. Big game for him. Oh, the cat's appeared. Oh no! Don't tell someone else in our team. Hold on a minute. Hold on. Let's
just. She's run away now. Look, you scared her off.
No.
Hold on, Anton.
So you're talking about me. I'm not in control of these buttons. It was Matt. Anyway, I lost my train of thought there, Lanzini. But actually, do you know what? You've actually put me onto the train of thought I wanted to go on. Set pieces. West Ham have been lethal in set pieces this year. Matt, you were talking about how Tottenham's defense is going to be, their weakness, and how we could really, with the big lads at the back, Dawson, Zuma, Souček, how we can cause them loads and loads and loads of concerns for set pieces. And I think today's game could really, be pivotal in that section. What do you think, Matt?
Yeah. I mean, like, if you go back to that Burnley game, I think their goal came from a set piece.
Yeah.
When we won back earlier in the season, that was from a set piece. That is one thing they don't seem to defend well. It's good, and it's something we're very good at. I think during Bilic's reign and Pellegrini's reign, we didn't know what a set piece was.
Yeah.
This is almost like back to Big Sam's ability on how good we are at set pieces. Moyes has got the football inside in, but he's also brought back in the. Maybe that's what Kevin Nolan was in for. get the older Big Sam philosophy in, and we do seem to dominate them. We do get our fair share of goals from set pieces, and like you said, you're pointing out the centre backs. It's even the Villa game last week, we should have had one. Zuma pulled off the keeper put a good save, and then Dawson put the rebound over the bar.
Yeah.
Davis isn't particularly good. I don't rate him as a defender much. Dyer is very much like an epitome of Spurs. He can either have a good game or he can be absolutely shocking. Romero is solid, in fairness, I like him, but their tracking can be lax at times from set pieces. It's going to be something I think Moyes will really, really go for today.
Yeah.
And as the teams are coming up on the screen in front of me, they are saying we've lined up alongside what Spurs have done. I did see comments on Twitter saying that Masuaku was training alongside Antonio and Benrahma as part of the front three. So maybe Moyes is sticking with the 4-2-3-1.
Sticking with that, yeah.
But then Sky have just said it's 3-4-3, matching up. What?
Several times. Let's not beat about the bush here, though. Sky have got it wrong several times. The amount of times we've seen.
Yeah, I can't see Lanzini playing right wing.
No, look, if we were playing 4-2-3-1, Vlasic would be on the pitch rather than Masuaku. Masuaku's there to be a wing back.
Yeah. Before we do move on, I want everyone in the chat, if you are watching, to get your predictions in literally a couple of minutes before kickoff. So get your predictions in the chat just now. Now we've seen. Now we've seen the team. I was going to play it again. Now we've seen the team, lads, and we've done our predictions last night. One big change that we didn't expect to see. Has that changed your opinion on the outlook of this game, Tommy?
No, not really. I still fancy us. I think we can turn this lot over. The formation hasn't really changed anything, even with Masuaku on the pitch. I just worry about Kulusevski down that side really big time. That's my worry because of him playing. But other than that, I'm going to be positive. I think the players are so high in confidence at the moment. I'm sure the players feel they can beat any team. They'll certainly feel like they can go and win this one. I don't think we'll be as leggy as some people think. I think the players will get through it okay. I'm still positive. I'm going to stick with the 2-1 prediction that I made. I think we will score from a set piece today, corner or advanced free kick. I just feel and Antonio's going to score because we're playing Spurs. So I think 2-1 I'm sticking with.
Matt?
I still think, especially now that Steve Masuaku's come out, I think Moyes has gone, I don't want to lose. So I'm still going to stick my prediction. I'm going to go for a draw. Whether that's a 1-1 or a 2-2. I'm inclined to say 1-1 because Spurs don't normally concede little goals now. One thing Conte did do was sort of, for the most part, sort out their defence. If you remember back to the cup game, that I think there was times in the second half we had like nearly 80% possession, but we just couldn't break them down. They were very solid at the back. This could either be like a really good all-action London derby, or it could be something that's really nothing to write home about.
Cool. Right, lads, sorry. I know I've just been slightly a bit thingy, but I've got the game up. Tommy, you happy? If you want to jump on at halftime, you're more than welcome, please, mate. That's fine.
Yep, we'll do.
And we'll see you then. Fingers crossed we get a result and the game has kicked off. We'll see you soon, Tommy. Cheers, mate.
Cheers, boys.
Come on, your irons. Right. Sorry, just had to get the game set up. Matt, what are you watching on? Well, is it? Tell me the time you're on.
Well, I haven't got my actual link up yet.
Right, so I'm on 24. So I'm going to try something with both me and you on, which means I'm going to get rid of that. I'm just going to turn this up so I can. Fabianski's. Sorry, no, it's Tottenham have got the ball at the back, just playing it through the defence. Let's see here. There's the. Doesn't work for some reason. No. I don't think that's working. No, it doesn't work. It's a shame. Just maybe keep it like this for everyone. Should be able to just keep that up, and that'll. West Ham have got the ball now at the back. Tell me where you're at, Matt.
The stream I'm trying to get to work isn't actually working right now.
Let me send you something. 2 seconds, mate. Dawson plays the ball through the back to Zuma. Gives the ball straight away to Tottenham. They're on the drive forward inside the 18-yard box. Harry Kane on the edge of the box. Well defended from Declan Rice. Lanzini drops deep to collect the ball. Just give me 2 seconds. Matt, I'm going to send this to you. And Lanzini's on the ball down the left-hand side. Going to have to remove that. It's not working today when there's two of us on. And now Fabianski's got the ball in the back. Right, Matt, just send in. There you go, mate. Rice on the ball. Masuaku. Creswell. Plays the ball through to Lanzini on the halfway line. He skipped by one player. He's just in the centre circle now. Sprays the ball across to Ben Johnson. Zuma. Dawson goes for a big switch play. Johnson tries to play the ball through to... Oh, that's good. Souček collects the ball, wins it back. Ben Rama's behind him. Souček still got it. Big cross into the box. Oh, it's a bit funny clearance there from Tottenham. From Dyer. And then Lloris comes and collects the ball. Now Tottenham have got the ball. Playing the ball through the back of their defence. Romero. Matt, you want me to send that to you on your phone?
Yeah, could you?
There you go. Reguilon. Down the left-hand side, Johnson stays with him. Plays the ball back to Son. We're 5 minutes and 14 seconds into the game. Spurs have still got the ball. Tottenham now playing the ball through the back of the defence. Is that working for you, mate?
Yes.
What time are you on? Tottenham still playing the ball.
41.
Yeah. Big ball up through the middle into the middle of the park, centre circle. Well done, Manu. Lanzini comes back, collects the ball, plays it out wide to Masuaku, gives it straight back to Lanzini. He's dispossessed. Rice wins it back, plays it back to Dawson. Dawson plays it out to Zuma, who's now driving forward for West Ham. Tries a big ball up top to Antonio, who checks the ball down, does well, but slips. And now Romero drives the ball forward for Tottenham. Spurs driving forwards. Regulian, Kane tries to put a ball through to Son. Zuma does well to dispossess him. Johnson collects it. Plays in Ben Rama. On the right-hand side, nutmegs the Spurs player. Tries to stay on his feet. Does. Collects it again. Does really well. Finds Lanzini in the edge of the centre circle. Plays it into Declan Rice. Lanzini moves forward. Creswell's on the ball. Masuaku's there with him. He plays to Masuaku, who holds on to the ball. Plays it back through to Declan Rice, who switches play over to Zuma, who's on the halfway line, plays it forward straight away to Tommy Soucek, out wide right to Ben Johnson, who holds on to the play. West Ham just keeping hold of possession here. Zuma now in our own half, plays the ball back to Dawson in the centre circle. He finds Declan Rice on the left on the halfway line to Creswell. Creswell just keeps a hold of play. West Ham keeping a hold of possession. Declan Rice on the ball. Finds Soucek in a bit of space. We're still in our own half, but we're just holding on to play. Oh, Zuma gives a terrible ball to Dawson. He gets it. Rice finds Creswell, plays it back to Rice. He's got a bit of space. He's driving forward. He's now in the Spurs half. Finds Masuaku, plays a nice ball through to Lanzini. He's in a bit of space. Good possession from West Ham. Antonio finds Lanzini, plays the ball back to Creswell. West Ham still got a hold of the ball now. Good settled play from West Ham. Lanzini plays the ball through to Antonio, who's held up from the Spurs player, and they've dispossessed him, and they're building up from the back again. Matt, we can only see half your head, mate.
Oh, it's a cagey so far, I'd say.
Zuma's couple of bad balls there from Zuma. Fabianski finds Dawson. Dawson out wide to Creswell. Spurs pressing us quite deep. Masuaku is dispossessed. Comes back to try and win it back. Kane now on the edge of the box out wide right. Skips by the players. Plays it to the middle. And they've scored 1-0. Just a very, very, very easy goal.
That was poor. That
very,
was
very poor.
Yeah, that really
and
was.
Do you know what?
Like,
Do you know what? I'm sorry. It was Masuaku that just lost the ball.
Creswell played it up the line, and Masuaku just gets bundled off it way too easily.
And do you know what? They're focusing a lot on Zuma there as well. Like Zuma, in the start of the game, has been playing total haywire balls, like crazy, crazy balls. So Creswell gives the ball to Masuaku. He's dispossessed on the right-hand side. Harry Kane gets the ball, skips by.
I think that's an own
Declan
goal.
Rice skips. Is it an own goal? Is it an own goal? Takes a big deflection off of Zuma and goes into the
Son
back of the
actually
net.
completely misses it.
He does. Oh my God, he does.
And as Zuma's trying to slide in to cut it out, it sort of hits him on the shin and bounces up and over Fabianski.
We need to bounce back. Masuaku FC. No, Masuaku. Too easy. Zuma on goal. Zuma on goal. West Ham! Oh my God!
He should have scored.
Antonio! Oh.
Poor back pass by Kane. Antonio
Kane,
just muscles Ben
Kane
Davies off the
doing?
ball.
Oh my God. Oh my God. What an opportunity for West Ham.
Lloris doesn't even move.
Mate. It was Eric
And
Dyer. Do you know what? Their defense is shaky. We have got an opportunity to try and get something in this. We really, really do, mate.
He just drills it towards that far post. Lloris doesn't even move. And if it's on target, he scores.
Declan Rice. We have responded well with that. Dawson switches play completely. Finds Ben Johnson. Oh, it's gone out for a throw into Tottenham. Time is 10 minutes and 15 seconds.
Couldn't think of a worse start, conceding that early. Ugh.
West Ham pressing them deep again. Creswell tries to get the ball off of Tottenham. They've skipped by. They're travelling forward. Declan Rice coming back. Harry Kane down the right-hand side. Plays a neat ball through. They're through again. Plays into Son. Score. Oh, my God. I do not know how he's not scored that, mate. I did not know how he's not scored that. We're really struggling. Who is it? What's his name? Zumacheski.
Oh, Kulusevski.
Kulusevski. Yeah. He's causing us problems, mate. He really is. Oh, it has hit the post. It's gone wide. You know, the game's been going on for 11 minutes, mate, and we've seen 3 really clear-cut chances for both teams. Nearly 2, yeah. 8 goals in 28 Premier League appearances. Not good enough, Mick. Liven up. Phew. We should sell them all. This will be a fun game. It seems so. Good luck, Fab. Come on, West Ham. Tottenham have got the ball now, playing the ball through the back. Can you hear me okay, Matt? Yeah?
Yeah, mate. Just watching. Oh. As I said, we could be a leggy game. But game plan's out the window 8 minutes in when you concede. And so the most annoying part about that one is that it wasn't even... Son had actually missed the ball.
Ben Johnson keeps it in from a deflection from Zuma. Plays the ball up top. Benny tries to keep it in. Still, it's a throw in to Tottenham. They've now got the ball on the halfway line. West Ham just kind of a bit static there in our approach. Antonio's moving further forward a bit now. But they're just walking the ball over the halfway line. Plays the ball through over. Oh!
That was one pass.
They've tried a big ball from the back, but in behind the defence. Son's made the run, but fortunately it was too heavy and it went straight to Fabianski. But they're pressing really high. You can see that, mate, can't you? Oh, we've given the ball away. Big cross in over the top. Son's unmarked. Oh, my God. Dawson's just done enough. He's headed the ball back to Fabianski. Son was unmarked in that box. I mean, Dawson was at full strength, mate. Full stretch. To get a touch of a header on that.
We haven't settled in this game yet at all.
No.
Right.
Who's marking Son from Crosshammer? Mandy G says, great idea to play 3 at the back. Bad marking. Michael saying, I blame Masuaku. Why is he playing? Very negative. Never go forward. Bring on Fornals. All over us. Why no Bowen? I'd rather play sub out of position than Masa Paku. Rice tries to spray the ball over to Johnson, but goes out for a goal kick. Son is running us ragged, mate. He really is.
He's an intelligent player and he's got pace. And against defenders that don't have pace, he's always going to cause problems. Picture there of Bowen and Soufal in the stand. Could do a bone on the pitch, to be honest. But,
Come on, West Ham. Declan Rice wins the ball, plays the ball to Lanzini. Wide right to Masuaku. Wide left, to Masuaku, who's driving forward, finds Creswell, plays a neat 1-2 with Masuaku. He's driving forward, he's tackled, the ball goes out for a West Ham throw in.
That's better West Ham.
Masuaku with the throw in. Trying to go long. Referee's blown the whistle. But I'm glad he has, because it went straight to a Tottenham player. Referee's just speaking to Romero and Antonio. Get in the box, Antonio. Oh, my word, what's going on? Play the ball. Masuaku plays a short throw. Oh, ref, come on! Creswell finds Declan Rice. Switches play wide right to Johnson. Zuma. Johnson. Benrahma went out in the wide right position. Player standing up to him. He finds Lanzini. He's come back to give him a bit of time. Plays the ball. Dawson. Small touch through to Declan Rice. He's trying to be the kind of engine and engineer from that kind of deep line position. Zuma plays the ball wide right to Benny. Still got it. Tries to skip by the player. He does. Tries to go. Oh, what? Cross in! Onto the head of Antonio, but it's cleared out for... Oh, he's given a goal kick. Did it hit off, Antonio said?
It was a hard one to get head on. He done really well there, though.
Mate,
Ben
it's
Rama
a good ball from Benny.
Beat, was it Regulion out there, or was it Son?
Yeah. Oh, my God, mate. What a ball. What a ball. Honestly, mate, what an absolute... It's a great ball from Benny. You just want someone like Craig Dawson right on the end of that.
Stephen
Or an Andy Carroll, mate, in it, are kind of running in, bullet header. On you go, mate. You do a bit of the old commentary.
Was that Kane bringing the ball forward? Standing off him too much into the feet of... I think he's played into the feet of Son. I don't know if that's intentional or not, that he tried to pick out Regulion at the far post, who was not being marked. Johnson had really tucked in, and they used the opportunity to get the fullback across. I don't know if he's trying to pick him out, or if it was just... I don't know, he put a ball into an area. But in the end, nothing come of it. And it went out for a West Ham goal kick. I mean, it looks like we're slowly getting back into this game, but the slow start could have cost us.
Yep. Plenty of time, though. Plenty of time, mate.
He's played it short to Creswell, who's been immediately closed down. Creswell's now gone back to Fabianski. Fabianski tries to play it out. He's giving it straight away into the feet of Kane. Wide to Kulusevski. Intercepted by
Lanzini.
Masuaku hooks it away. Antonio tries to hold the ball up. Doesn't get anything out of it.
He's getting by. No, mate, but he is getting pulled from pillar to post back there.
Rice
Declan Rice now.
Play out to Johnson.
Yeah, Johnson.
Pressing
right.
very high, Tottenham.
Yeah, really high.
They are pressing high. Zuma falls back to Fabianski again. Fabianski again pumps it long, looking for Stochek, who actually loses that to Højbjerg. Should have been able to chest that down, Stochek. That's Tottenham regain possession on the halfway line. Into the feet of Bentancur. I want to say we should go pressing, but I know we're absolutely knackered. So I just don't think we've got the legs to do it. You think how high Tottenham press as soon as we get on the ball, we're letting them just pass it around the back. Antonio tries to pick it off.
Oh, lucky West Ham.
Was unlucky. But now Tottenham come forward with Son, running at Zuma, cuts inside him, forced him all the way wide, out to Kane on the ball. Bentancur to Højbjerg, into Kane, back again. West Ham have sort of dealt with it well in the end. Doherty out on the wing, he's forced back. We've got a nice shape there. We've done well to force them back, but the issue is obviously we have this low press, but Tottenham are just going very high pressing.
Extremely high press.
I always say you can't. Antonio done well to win the ball back into Declan Rice. West Ham now just trying to play it around the back a bit, trying to get a touch of the ball. Out to Zuma. Zuma out to Johnson. Johnson back into Stochek. Across to Dawson. Into Rice. Rice wide to Masuaku.
Declan Rice now got the ball in the middle of the park. He switches play over to Zuma on the halfway line. Zuma drives forward. He plays the ball out wide to Ben Johnson. West Ham just trying to hold a bit of possession here. Zuma again. Back to Dawson on the centre circle. Declan Rice. Slow. He skips by one of the players. Comes over the halfway line. He's still got the ball. Finds Ben Johnson with a bit of space. Benny's there supporting him. He gains the ball on the right-hand side. Johnson does overlap and run. Benny plays the ball through to Declan Rice. He switches play again. Finds Creswell on the left-hand side. Masuaku's there with him. He collects the ball. Crosses the ball in. Poor ball in. Cleared from Tottenham.
Considering that's essentially one of the only jobs he's on the pitch for, that is poor. no elevation on the cross, and he didn't beat the first man. Got to make better of them sort of situations.
Zuma
I think
gets
that's
the
probably
ball.
one of our main outlets of attack. Balls
Yeah.
in for Antonio and Souček to compete for.
Zuma gets the ball, plays it back to Dawson. Dawson takes his time. Lanzini drops deep to collect, plays it out wide to Crezi. Lanzini. Antonio dropped deep to collect. He's absolutely smashed.
That's got to be a free kick.
Yeah. Matt, I'll be back in a second, mate.
Naughty little one there from Romero on the back of Lanzini. Just played it into Antonio's feet. He took a touch away, and then Romero just absolutely clattered into the back of him. It's a silly one. It's a silly foul to give away. It's not in a dangerous position. It's probably very central, about 40 yards out. So West Ham were going to look to load the box up. Tottenham have got a very high line. Tottenham set the line almost about 25 yards out. Chipped in, looking for Souček. That's cleared already. West Ham win the second ball. They've given it away. Tottenham on the counter. And that is just Dawson with a booking. Tottenham were looking to try and counter, and Dawson just absolutely taken out Son. Kulusevski, Kulusevski could have been away there. So you'd probably argue that was taking one for the team. Tottenham are probably going to be absolutely livid about it. It's one of those. It's one of them smart tackle. It's one of them smart taking one for the teams. Tottenham don't look happy about it, but at first I thought it was a silly tackle, but when you see the replay and the fact that I think it was Kulusevski was away, or Son, sorry, and you take the foul. Tottenham have restarted, going backwards, playing at the feet of Højbjerg, rolls it wide to Romero. Tottenham are just playing across the back line at the moment, trying to suck West Ham out. West Ham, they're getting. Rice misses the tackle. Kane's in. Slips it through for Son. Steps past Zuma. It's 2-0. They've probably had two shots in the game and scored 2 goals.
This reminds me of that 3-3 game. Really?
I think they've only had 2 shots in the game. And they scored 2 goals. West Ham went chasing. Rice didn't win the ball. Dawson is playing everyone on side. So, is that take a deflection as well? I can't even try to work it out. Kane drops very deep, feeds it through for Son. Double step over. I don't know if it takes, trying to see it again, I don't know if it takes a deflection or if it just goes in the roof of the net. The shape of the ball, it must have taken a deflection. It has this weird sort of topspin on it that goes over the top of Fabianski. Yeah, I think it took a nick off Zuma. And it's one of them games. We've had a lot of the ball, not done much with it. Being the away team, Tottenham have countered and have essentially had 2 shots. And actually, no, the first one wasn't even a shot, was it? The first one was an own goal. Son missed it. Yeah, but they've had 2 chances, 2 goals. Like you said, it's got reminiscence to that 3-3 last season. Difference is I can't
what?
see us coming back again. I can't see Spurs giving that away. Not under a contract.
I mean, listen, I'm not. I'm reminiscing. I'm I'm saying it's a carbon copy of that because we went 3-0 down really quickly in the first half. And nobody, we know that's a once in a lifetime thing that happened. But the situation is we're 2-0 down with 26 minutes to go. We've not really got even started in this game, so we're still in it. I mean, it's not great. It's not a great start at all. It really isn't. We do look leggy, but we just need to get a hold of possession and try and do something with it. But sorry, I'm just looking at the league now as it stands. Let you go again, mate.
There's intercepted Bentancur, flips around the corner to Kane. Kane lays it off to Son. Tottenham are just trying to play us on the counter. They're trying to suck us out. Long ball looking for Goulion, and that's a foul by Ben Johnson. It's a silly one. Was he given the corner? Is he given the corner? Did really just clatter into the back of him. Regulion steps away to let Son take it. On top, take short. That's poor West Ham. Shouldn't be able to take it short. Son squares up Johnson, skips by him. It's cut out by Masuaku for another corner. We are not in this game right now at all. That is awful, West Ham. They've just played the same corner again. Now they've fallen for it again.
Benny.
Rama nicks it. Johnson tries to play it out. Tottenham regained it. Played it forward again. They played it wide again. They've slipped it in, and Johnson's cut it out for a throw in. That is awful. Like, they played the same short corner twice in a row, and both times you didn't go. If they've got one man going short, you have to send two players over. You have to mark up the short corner and not let them play it. Tottenham playing around the back. West Ham trying to press, but they just go back to Lloris. Wide to Ben Davis, back into the middle. That's wide to Romero. Tottenham now in no rush whatsoever. And this really is what Conte team does.
Keeps a hold of possession, frustrates the play.
Now they've got that lead. That's what I said. That's what I said to you about the cup game.
Oh, he's made a run through, no problem there. Masuaku's covered it. Fabianski's done well.
I think he's come out to collect it. It's just one ball. And all that was they spent 30 seconds playing around the back and then one ball over the top. Dyer brings the ball forward. Again, we're just so far off the pace.
And we're static as well, actually.
Yeah.
And to be fair, you can see it.
Into Bentancur. Bentancur swings it wide to Doherty. So that Kulusevski cuts it back inside to Højbjerg. Bentancur back to Bentancur. Højbjerg again. Even there on the halfway line, we're just letting them have the ball. Do what you want. Wide to Ben Davis. Back inside again. Switches it across to Romero. In. Tricky little triangle from Spurs. Into the feet of Kane. Kane and fouled by Masuaku. It's just... I think we knew, I did say that we were going to be leggy, but Moyes would have known if we were going to be this leggy. At which point, then maybe he should have just made wholesale changes. You know, it's exactly what it looks like. It looks like we're absolutely shattered. Looks like it's Son to take. Son's going to whip in on his right foot from out on the left-hand wing. Kane against Johnson. Are you whipped in? Good head clearance. They've recycled it again. Played it to the middle. West Ham standing off. Shot charged down. Back to Gulli on the strips again. Into the crowd.
If anyone wants to know, I'm actually multitasking, Matt.
What you doing?
Can you see it? Look.
Oh, I can see. I see you. Yeah.
He's having his milk.
Fabianski with a goal kick, looking for Stochek. He loses that header. West Ham thrown on the halfway line. Ben Johnson takes quick Zuma, goes back to Fabianski. Fabianski plays it up long again, looking for Stochek. Wins the header into the feet of Ben Rama. Ben Rama, he's a bit lucky there. Got closed down by 3 Spurs players, and apparently there was a foul in there somewhere. It's hard to tell. There was about 3 Spurs players all in on him. Hard to see where the foul was.
Oh, he's cut his lip,
He's
cut his
bleeding
nose,
from the mouth,
yeah.
Ben Rama. So, was it an elbow or a boot he got? He got something. It looks like his bottom lip. He's got a little nick on his bottom lip.
No, he has got a bottle. Look, there's his bottle there. There's his bottle there. I'm not breastfeeding. Matt, but sometimes you have to go with momentum after a great win. Yeah, we do. We do. Absolutely. Just cannot justify Masuaku being on the pitch. What a dad.
Nah, I'll be honest. I think it was a Moyes gamble. It's a gamble that hasn't paid off, in fairness. Like, Moyes will have to live with that.
Oh, God.
Then I'm off left off pitch, maybe change his shirt.
It's just more of an unsettling performance so far, 33 minutes in. I mean, Moyes is probably thinking to himself, like, if you could bag a goal, snatch a goal before half time. Oh, they've lost it. I'll do see something like this now. An error.
That corner ball.
Corner ball to West Ham.
The ball clipped down into the corner flag, and Masuaku's forced a mistake from Doherty and won a corner.
You know, not playing well, bag a goal, get to half time, kick the team up the arse. Look at it. Oh my God. You should see some of the signs on the sidelines. Have you seen the cats in the signs? It's ridiculous.
Ball will be whipped in by Creswell. Whipped
on.
in.
Oh, yeah!
Come on, Benny. Yeah! Come on. One back.
What did I say to you, mate? What did I say to you? A perfect
Ball
time to get a goal.
Don't know if it was. It was a flick on the near post. Benny entirely unmarked at the back post. Side foots it, bottom corner.
I think it was
back in the
Dawson.
game.
What a goal from West Ham. What a delivery from Creswell. Flicked on from Dawson.
Flicked off Dawson.
On the volley. And he smashed it into the bottom right-hand corner. Brilliant goal from Benny. Really well done. Well done. West Ham back in this game, mate. I'm telling you something now. With 10 minutes to go, it's not been a great start from West Ham, but this can give us the boost. This can give us the boost. I need to go and hand over the little baby because that was a calm celebration.
We said about
for me,
the set
mate.
pieces. We said about the set pieces, and it is a set piece that's got back in the game. Tottenham start up again. Long ball played into Fabianski. No one pressuring West Ham can play out from the back. Rice brings it forward. Wide to Creswell. Into Masuaku. Back into Rice. Rice back into Creswell or Dawson, sorry. Into Zuma. Zuma out to Johnson. Johnson back to Zuma. Zuma's trying to come inside, gets pressured. Back to Fabianski. Fabianski looking for Johnson, and he's overhit it. Out for a Tottenham throw-in. Tottenham with the ball at the back. It's Romero. Falls back to Dyer. Tottenham trying to build from the back again. Just suited them well so far in the game. Romero, big switching ball to the middle of the park. Flicked on by Kane. Johnson, he tried to flick it wide. Gives it away to Romero. Romero plays it in for Son, who's chasing. Son trying to get into the corner flag.
Really well done from
past
Declan Rice.
Stepped it out well between Johnson and Declan Rice. Declan Rice just launched it. Not a great ball though. He tried to play it down the line.
Mate, we've got an extra step in our an extra skip in our step there. We just can't become too complacent.
Ball whips in, headed out by Creswell, flicked on into Antonio. Tight on him.
Ref, come on.
You're never going to get that.
You're never going to get anything, is he?
If he'd have jinked it 2 or 3 yards past the defender and run and went down, he would have got he probably would have got the foul. But the fact that he's booted it about 11 yards past him, when I think Davis was there on the cover, he's never going to get a foul for that. So you just say you've lost possession of the ball. Tottenham building from the back again into Bentancur, switched it into Son. Son wide. And it's Kulusevski, and knocks even wider to Doherty. Back into Bentancur, back to Romero. Is that Højbjerg? Wide to Ben Davis. Looking for a Goulion, didn't get it. They're slowly building forward again, Tottenham.
It's a valid point there. Benny did need that. Like, what a time to get a goal for him, you know. And West Ham, well done, well intercepted there from Craig Dawson and Zuma. Really good technique from him.
Tottenham still with the ball just about the halfway line in the centre circle. Played it into the feet, laid off brilliantly well from Kulusevski into Kane.
Hope you're well, Reece.
Wide to Goulion. Back to Kane, shoots from distance.
Routine save.
Fabianski. I think it was going wide as well, in fairness. Yeah. Brilliant touch from Kulusevski for a backheel flick into Kane.
Come on, you irons.
You know, that's what they're doing. They're feeding it. They're getting both Son and Kulusevski in close around Kane, and everything's into feet and everything's neat and touch and tight and precise. Whereas a lot of times we go into Antonio, his second touch is almost to try and regain possession.
They've got a bit of space again coming down the right-hand side. We've got bodies there, but we just need to make sure we keep tight. Don't let them kind of penetrate any of those cracks. They've switched play completely.
They're trying to up it again.
Well, they are, but then again, you know, they're trying these big balls and they're not really getting anywhere. So West Ham have dispossessed them. We've cleared it by doing an up and under and lost it again, and now Tottenham are on the attack. Okay, with a bit of space, Dawson does really well.
Accepted by Dawson.
Souček plays the ball forward to Antonio.
See, that right there is that's the difference between the two teams right now. That's what I'm saying.
So I agree with you, because what Antonio, for me, should be doing is holding the ball with his back to goal and kind of guarding it rather than trying to take that one touch and spin.
Yeah.
Because when Antonio holds the ball, it doesn't do that. Yeah.
Hold it up and then lay off to someone.
Yeah.
And that's what Tottenham are doing very well. Whether it's into Kane or Son or Kulusevski, the three of them are all interlinked.
But Antonio can't do that. And when he does do that, he's more effective.
It's very hard to mark. Yeah.
It's very hard to mark. And the
But
ball has
he's not
been
doing it
played
in the
through
game
to
so
him.
far.
Big
All
ball
over the top.
Tottenham, Johnson and another player have collided, and the ref has blown the
Johnson
whistle.
and Regulion had a clash.
Looks injured though. Johnson is not. He looks uncomfortable, mate. Is he?
I'm not sure. See
Just
this again.
Collision.
It's ball over the top.
It's like he
I
clicks
think he
his
treads on the
heels.
back of his car.
Yeah.
I'd say there's no intent in it whatsoever.
No, there isn't.
There's 4 players there. I think it's Regulion and Son and Zuma and Johnson, and all 4 of them looking
It's
at the
just
ball.
more. It's more of an
And
impact.
they're all full sprint. And I think they've just ran into each other.
He's up. He's running it off, mate.
Johnson looks all right. It's probably just a painful one. It's not going to be an injury. It's just he's had a stamp on him. I think the issues for me is that we're not getting it down and playing the football enough in the final third. At the moment, everything's long into Antonio, and if Antonio doesn't win it, Tottenham come straight back again. Again, Tottenham are quite.
Oh,
Antonio's pressed
Antonio's
it.
just taken someone else out, and we've pressed it, and we've won it back. Declan Rice has got the ball, plays the ball out wide to Masuaku on the left. He brings it in, steps over it, finds Creswell, plays it back to Masuaku out on the left-hand side. Lanzini's there. He switches play over to Zuma. Finds Johnson out on the right-hand side. Zuma again. Lanzini's got a bit of space. Johnson drives forward, sees Benny. Benny's got the ball down the right-hand side. Tries to get by and wins a corner for West Ham.
That's better, West Ham.
That'll do. Put the pressure on.
We didn't panic under the pressure. We just hoofed the ball long.
Hoof!
Which is what we've been doing a lot of the time this half. But you can't press like that for 90 minutes. You just can't. So
2 minutes.
If we can absorb that pressure and get late in the game, get some fresh legs on.
2 minutes to go. Again, I said to you, what an opportunity for us to get a goal back. This would be even bigger. This would be huge, mate, if we could equal the game at halftime. This is literally just before halftime. So come on, West Ham. Antonio standing on the goalkeeper. Souček at the front post. Dawson, Zuma, and Declan all on that train. They're going to disperse, cause a bit of concern. Big ball in over the top. Lloris comes out, collects it, and it's a foul anyway.
I mean, it didn't look like a foul on first thought. It looked like a coming together between 2 players, but I need to see a replay.
Adam Cook says, don't like the ref. You think he's a banker for Tottenham. Mandy G says, we are losing the midfield. Frank Gitfornell's even Vlasic in there, or Arthur, and Chris left back.
That was a weak Tottenham playing from the back. That was a weak foul for the corner. Højbjerg's flat-footed against Zuma. Zuma's basically shoved him out of the way to get past him. And Højbjerg's just crumbled to the floor and ref's given the free kick. Tottenham coming forward, though.
Yep.
Into Kane. Kane lays it off to Kulusevski again. Wide to Højbjerg. Wide to Regulion.
Johnson does well. Shut up, you idiot. It's not a handball. It's just a bloody cross.
His arm was at his side, so whether it's hit his arm or not, you're not going to get a penalty.
It's ridiculous even calling for
that. If his arm's up here or here, but when his arm's here, it's tucked in on his body. That's what you're supposed to do.
He's literally throwing his back at it.
You're not going to get a thing for that. That is like the epitome of what you make sure you don't do, like you do to not give away a penalty. The handball in that situation. Whipped in by Son. Good clearance header.
Benny's done really well, mate. Benny's on the attack. Benny's got, Benny, you've hit the ball too much in his possession. He wins a foul. Free kick to West Ham. He got
nicked from behind, didn't he? It's a clever foul from Davies to stop the counter-attack.
Ben Johnson's on the ball. Tries to play the ball up top, but it's dispossessed straight away from Tottenham. But we've won the ball back. Finds Antonio. Tries a dummy. Souček's driving through, but cleared from Tottenham.
Again, it's just that
2 minutes.
He's not holding the ball. And if he doesn't hold it, we don't go anywhere. Right.
Can't be playing balls like that, putting pressure on Fabianski.
Good clearance from Fabianski.
Straight to Lanzini, finds Ben Johnson. Ben Johnson switches play over to Creswell in the left-back position, who collects the ball down, drives it forward. Declan Rice on the halfway line, finds Masuaku. Back to Declan Rice. Brings the ball back. He's going to play it neatly into Souček, who's driving forward again, coming onto the halfway line. Plays it into Creswell on the halfway line. He drives forward now. Finds Masuaku. Nice ball through to Souček, who's playing out in the left wing. Skips by one player. Tries to skip by a second. It goes out for a West Ham throw-in.
Yeah, he's not a dribbler, is he?
No, he's not. But good play from West Ham, no. Good play from Masuaku.
Committed from Souček, if nothing else.
Masuaku's on the ball. Oh, he gets by two players. Tries to get by the third, but then is dispossessed. Antonio comes out. Tries to help him. They've cleared straight to Declan Rice. Lanzini finds Creswell out on the left-hand side. Masuaku's with him. No, it's Antonio, sorry. Tries the ball into the box. Souček! Oh.
Why is he out there? I mean, it has to be an inch-perfect cross with Souček man-marked by two players.
Mate, to be fair, that's a good cross, mate.
It's clever defending. They've wedged him out. 2 on him to make sure he can't win the header. Reguilon doesn't look happy about something. I don't know what he's...
I don't know
or something.
I don't know if his own player landed on his foot. It was more of an impact injury. Again, he's up. Referee will probably blow the whistle now when he does this goal kick.
Yeah, it should be. That's the half time.
There you go. Half time, everyone. West Ham got a goal back after going 2-0 down very early doors, but we got a goal back thanks to a Benrahma goal. Well played. Matt, I'm going to leave you for 10 minutes. Can you man the chat and just go through some of the comments, please?
Yeah.
Good man.
Have a look. No, so it's 2-1. Tottenham have played a better football without really creating chances. I think they've had 2 shots at goal. I think we've only really had the one. One on target, one off target, one from Antonio. Well, they haven't had 2 shots. They had 1 shot because one of them was a straight up own goal and Son missed the ball. Game of little chances, but game of 3 goals. It's
Hey, Matt.
so Tommy, what do you think?
It could have been a lot worse. I'll tell you what, I'm very relieved to be going in at 2-1 down only. You know, that could have been worse. It was I thought the first half hour we were all over the place. We were really poor, very sloppy, and weren't up to the pace of the game at all. But thank God we kind of came into it. You know, in the kind of final 15 minutes of the half, I thought it was much better from us. But yeah, not too bad. Too bad. I'm a bit relieved more than anything that we're back in the game. Actually,
I think Tottenham had the better of it in the first, like I said, the first half hour. However, even then, they didn't create many chances.
No,
this has been a game of very few chances.
Yeah, it's you wouldn't think it, but we've both had 1 shot on target. Yeah.
Yeah, you've had the Zuma own goal, which was really unlucky because Son literally completely missed the ball.
Yeah.
Also, Zuma's fallen over. It's hit him like on the shin or the knee, and somehow looped up and over. I still think the second goal from Son, I think, clipped Zuma as well.
Yeah, Zuma made a sliding tackle to block the shot
because it like looped up and over.
Yeah,
him.
Yeah, it hit the top of his leg and looped over Fabianski. We've been unlucky in a way, but not our best performance. But we're starting to come into it. So yeah, are we waiting on Anton? Are we?
He's just he's double duty today. He's looking after the little one as well. So he's nipped off for 10 minutes.
Fair enough. But anyway, yeah. First half is kind of a mixed bag. It looked really bad for a while, but you know, we did come back into it, and we were looking much better in those last kind of 15 minutes. And
when
like
the second goal went in,
crucial. Yeah, you feared the
worst. I'm not going to lie. I started getting flashbacks to the last time we played there.
Yeah.
And even the Everton game of the week, thinking, oh, there could be anything here, because we did look very leggy, and it's almost like it took us half an hour to run like the acid out of the legs and get the legs going again. Like we sort of got quicker and more mobile as a team as the game went on. I don't know about you, but I don't think Antonio had a particularly good game. Like, I think I said Anton during the first half, but nothing sticking.
No,
if you watch that Tottenham team, they've got the front three and everything's played into one of them. Normally Kane, who holds the ball up, lays it off to one of the other two, and then they go and attack. And Tottenham are pressing high. They're pressing really high. I don't think they can press like that for 90 minutes. But every time we kick it long into Antonio, it seems like either his first touch is bouncing 6 foot off him.
Yeah.
Or he's just not winning the ball. And I think we're going to have to address something to try and make it work. Like, I don't know about you, but I just don't think Antonio's ticking.
No, Antonio was really poor in that first half, it has to be said. He's got the first touch of a rapist. It's just like any ball that came up to him, he's losing it. And then he's going down looking to kind of engineer a free kick when he knows he's lost possession and stuff. And, he definitely needs to wake up in the second half. Again, we spoke about Masuaku before the game. And it took him less than 10 minutes to give the ball away for their first goal. Really sloppy, perfectly good ball
really
played
wasn't
into
it?
him.
It was sort of Creswell played it into his feet.
Yeah,
and Kulusevski, I think, just skipped off him with no problem whatsoever.
Yeah, it's just Masuaku was just so casual. He looks like someone who's just having a kickabout on his own on the beach. Doing a little keepy up.
I watched it now, and it might be Doherty, sorry, and they've just showed the replay, and it is Kulusevski, sorry.
Yeah.
But when the first ball's played, he's so far behind Masuaku. He's got to make up about 10 yards on him.
Yeah.
But Masuaku basically stops and waits the ball to come to him. And then it's Doherty, sorry, and Doherty doesn't. Doherty's proactive.
Yeah. And you can see how casual Masuaku's touch is. It's like, it's like he's got no one within 20 yards of him the way he's so casual with it. And he's terrible.
It's one of the ones Moyes is going to have to hold his hands up and say, you know what, it didn't work.
Yeah, I'll be honest.
In the last 15 minutes, when we were getting forward, he's not really offering that much. He had a couple of deliveries, and his final ball wasn't very good. I remember one chance he had to put a cross in, and he didn't get any height on the ball and hit the first man. It went out again.
Yeah. Well, I spoke about this before the game, that Masuaku offers basically nothing defensively or going forward anymore. I'll be honest, I'd revert to our usual formation now. I would bring on either Vlasic or Fornals out on that left-hand side for Masuaku.
I would just go back to what we were doing.
It'll only take one substitution to revert back to our normal formation.
I think someone in the chat made the comment during the first half that because we've gone to 3 at the back, there's more space in the back line. Tottenham find it easy with more space because we're not really playing a back 5. We're essentially playing a back 3 with wing backs. So the two wider ones are having to tuck out to make the space to match the wing backs. And it's almost like a 3-on-3 at the back.
They're coming through the middle too much as well. There's too much space between the lines. The players don't look nearly as comfortable in this formation. I would revert back, bring on Vlasic or Fornals instead of Masuaku, go flat back 4. Let's go our usual system. And, hopefully the improvement in performance we've seen the last 15 minutes of that half, we can continue. But yeah, I'm just looking at Son's goal there. It definitely, Zuma's been so unlucky today with that, freak of an own goal, and then Son's shot just loops off his leg over the top of Fabianski, and but to be fair,
on another day, Zuma doesn't touch that first one, and it runs through the 6-yard box. No one touches it.
Yeah,
and that clip off Zuma's leg will send it over the crossbar. But like I said, we held on. We dug in a bit, and we got a goal back.
To be fair, look, our players don't lie down. You remember, there were days gone by where, we have a really terrible start like that, and you just think, Christ, okay, this is going to be like 4 or 5.
It could be a cricket score.
Whereas not anymore. The players did respond. I mean, you have to say that was, I think that's going to be an underrated finish from Benrahma. That's on the volley. It's awkward height, and for him to be able to guide
bottom corner.
to be
very good finish.
to be able to guide that that ball. That's a really awkward height. I'm just looking at the replay. Really awkward. He's done brilliantly, I think, to find the net from there.
We said
just
it could be
guided
set pieces. We said set pieces could have a big impact in a game.
Yeah.
I mean, admittedly, none of us predicted Benrahma would score from the set piece, but Dawson did win the flick on. After that, it sort of levelled out a bit again. As we got to half time, Tottenham was trying to chase the game again.
Yeah.
We sat deep, but again, the problem is it's just not sticking with Antonio. The ball's not sticking to him.
No, he's got to.
And
he has to get it together.
I don't know what you changed.
Yeah, and Antonio had a really good opportunity as well. Flashed a low drive
past
the far post. He should have
just after they scored first goal.
Yeah, just to show you he's not a striker. Like a good number 9 gets that on target. Not necessarily scores, but he at least works the keeper.
His pace and his physicality. It was a pull back pass from Kane. But what he has is his attributes, the pace and physicality, won the ball back. But then that's where he's lacking. He has that, not the finish. Whereas you think Kane, although Kane may not have had the pace and physicality to win the ball back, once that was in the position to shoot, Kane buries that every time.
Yeah.
I mean, in fairness to Antonio, it wasn't like it was just past the post.
Yeah.
But that's the difference between a good striker and a top striker, like a world-class one. There's a difference between like a standard striker and a world-class one. The world-class one finishes that every time, which Kane would have done. And it's almost like this sums up the game, Tottenham have had all the possession, had a lot of the ball going our half, especially our final third. Haven't really created much. Essentially have scored an own goal and a deflected shot. We've had a clear-cut big chance, dragged it wide. And then we've scored off a set piece. And it shows you how tight the game really is. But I'm with you. I would, I just think here, they've had 5 shots, we've had 4. They've had 1 each on target. And Tottenham are winning 2-1.
Yeah, but
it's a game with fine margins.
It is, and you'd kind of be forgiven for having the impression that Tottenham were much the better team, and possession-wise they have been. But like you say,
53%, 47%.
Yeah,
so they've only really just edged possession.
Yeah, it's not as bad as it seems. Fabianski's had to pick the ball out the net twice, and he hasn't had to make a save. Other than that, and he's been unlucky as well, Fabianski. There was nothing he could do about the own goal from Zuma. He had to protect his near post from a shot from Son, and then the second one that just looped completely over the top of him into the far corner.
The deflection, that's one of the ones where the thing is, it wasn't ones where it massively looped, but it gave it the top spin to just take it up and over him and into the back of the net. You're thinking, it's gonna be one of them days.
Yeah,
like I said, then Benrahma pops up, gets us back in it. We are very much more a second half team this season.
Yeah.
And you could see after half an hour we got back into the game, like the legs started working, they'd run off the acid in the legs. I still feel maybe I agree with you, Tommy, we may need to change. Masuaku, for me, it was a plan, it was an idea, it was something different to try and catch him out. Hasn't worked.
No,
I
think we knew it. I don't know. Was David Moyes the only person who knew it wouldn't? I don't know, but
he literally. I've said this before. I think he must be one of the best people on the training pitch. That's what I do. He must just wow all the coaches and the teammates, and then it gets to game day. You know what? It probably wouldn't surprise me if he plays that nonchalantly, like that carefree and slow and in his own world. If he plays like that in training, it works really well. And I was like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, probably.
But you go and do that in an actual game situation, and it's like the first goal. He's just jogging towards the ball. He's not like any awareness, thinking, I'm in my own half, back to goal. Pocket gets picked, his ball's up in the back of the net.
Yeah, just far too casual.
Yeah. I mean, he did win a corner. That was the only thing I would say he did do well. He won the corner for the goal.
Yeah, he did. He was that was closing down. You'd think he should.
Yeah, so he's done the thing going forward, forced a mistake to win a corner, but that is his sole contribution in really the half.
I'd get him out.
To drop Vlasic or Fornals, drop one of them two for him isn't really. You know what? I'm not even joking. I think Fredericks would have offered more playing him on the right hand side of that. If you wanted to go for that sort of thing, as like a wing back. If you'd have moved Johnson to the left and put Fredericks on the right, Fredericks would have probably offered more.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think I actually said that in our live build-up. I said, why would you not put Johnson left wing back and Fredericks right wing back, where Fredericks can actually do a job? And we know Johnson can do a job out on the left. I mean, I would literally do anything other than play Masuaku in a Premier League game of football.
I thought, you know what? I said Moyes has tried something. I won't begrudge Moyes that, because he is at least he's showing he's going to try and tinker and swap and change and make little. But it's not worked.
It hasn't worked. But the important thing now is
the problem is now is Moyes man enough to take him off at half time and go, it didn't work. If he wants to stick with the formation, put Johnson over that side, put Fredericks on. If he wants to go back, put 4 hours or Vlasic on. But I just have the feeling that they're going to come out for the second half in a minute, and it's going to be the same lineup.
Yeah, unfortunately,
Moyes going to stick at it.
Yeah, I suspect you're right. I think Moyes doesn't think this is a formation or personnel problem. First half, I think he just feels like the intensity needs to be higher, the tempo needs to be higher. We need to close down better. That was the one thing I really noticed in those first kind of 30 minutes. That
we just stood off them. We had no interest in closing down.
The closing down, the intensity wasn't there that we normally have.
Tottenham were pressing from the front on the edge of our box, forcing us back, forcing us to kick it long. Yeah. We were letting them get about 30 yards out, and we better go close down now.
Yeah, so that
it's expected though. I did say this last night that I thought we're going to be leggy after 120 minutes on Thursday.
Yeah,
Tottenham played Wednesday and played 90 minutes, so the extra day rest. I mean, potentially we potentially not trained really intensely since Thursday. Imagine like Friday we were on a rest day. Yesterday they would have come in and done some tactics for today's game, and then you got the game today.
Yeah, but look, at least the opportunity is there to fix some things. We're still in this game. That goal from Benrahma was massive for us. Going in at 2-0, it's a much higher mountain to climb, but only a 1-goal deficit now. So at least Moyes can sort out whatever he feels needs sorting out, and hopefully, we'll see a better performance from us in the second half, and it'll be interesting to see if there's any changes.
The only one I'm trying to look for is see if I can see Masuaku.
Because look, at the end of the day,
we have no changes.
We have to remember, we are playing Tottenham, and they are absolutely capable of throwing away a 2-goal lead. They can be got.
We said last night, didn't we? You don't know what team's going to turn up. They're capable of smashing teams 5-0. They're capable of just doing nothing.
Yeah,
and it has been a mixed bag.
Yeah, so even with Masuaku on the pitch, you could still revert to 4-2-3-1 and just have Masuaku on the left of the three. So it'll be interesting to see if the formation is the same. But with Masuaku coming back out, it seems it will be. But we'll just see how it goes. I think the first 15 minutes of the second half, we've got to be careful. Antonio really needs to start holding the ball up properly, and because we've been it's like Tottenham are getting lots of players behind the ball. Like they'll initially press if we have it deep in our half, but once we get up past the halfway line, Tottenham are just pulling everybody behind the ball and defending deep. There's an opportunity
behind again, right from the kickoff. Burying on goal. Good tackle from Zuma.
Yeah, I'm going to pop up again. Right, I'm going to pop off again because I'm behind you guys. They're only just about to kick off here on my TV. So,
no worries.
We'll talk to you later on, boys.
Cheers, Tommy boy. Take it easy, mate.
Oh, he's offside. After all that, just put the flag up. That wasn't even close. He's about 3 or 4 yards offside. It's supposed to be for close ones, you keep your flag down, but now they just never put the flag up, it seems. They just wait every time. Goal kick from West Ham. We don't win the first ball. We do get the third ball. Zuma into Johnson. Johnson then looks for Antonio, but that is a shocking ball. I can't blame Antonio for that one. Tottenham get lucky, throwing it into space. No substitutions. Don't look at any change in tactics. Dyer brings it forward. Sorry, Davies brings it forward into Son. Trying to spin away from Rice. Ends up going back to Dyer into Davies. Davies brings it forward into Doherty. Doherty looks to try cutting high. West Ham regain position, lose it again. Ricochets back to a Tottenham player. Looks like a Kane feeds it wide out to Regulion. Swinged in. Miss-hit clearance from Dawson, and it's out for a Tottenham corner. Tottenham pressing from the off again at the start of the second half. West Ham again haven't really woken up yet. Thought might have started better, but all right, the ball's to be crossed in, whipped into the post. Big header up and out. Missed clearance, but Antonio flicks it away. Tottenham try and keep possession, but tried to feed it out to Kulusevski, and it's run out for a West Ham throw-in. Looked like a big clearance from Souček on the near post for the header from the corner. In one direction so far at the start of the second half. West Ham throw-in. It's thrown into Antonio. He's tried to roll Romero. Oh, that's a foul. He's tried to roll Romero, Antonio, from the throw-in. Romero's held him off really well, and he's tried to play the ball, and he's actually pretty much just kicked. Yeah, he just kicked the back of Romero's calf. It's a foul. He's got eyes on the ball. He's trying to play the ball, but Romero gets in front of him, blocks him off, and yeah, there's nothing. There's no excuses for that. Doherty plays it quick into Dyer. Dyer wide to Davis. Davis over the top looking for Kane. Kane holds it up. Ball to the back post. Masuaku misses it. Oh. And then the referee stopped play. I don't know he stopped play for. I think maybe Doherty's colliding with Fabianski trying to play the ball. The ball gets whipped in by Kane. Masuaku loses Doherty. He wins the ball the first time, and then it's coming together between Doherty and Fabianski. Masuaku just gets away with it. Doherty nearly goal side. Masuaku just wins the ball in front of him. If he doesn't, it's probably a penalty. It was that tight, the touch. Doherty's not happy, but it is what it is. Fabianski milking it a little bit, maybe trying to slow the game down. Fornals is getting instructions from David Moyes, so clearly already he's had enough Moyes, and I'm assuming that is going to be end of Masuaku's day, but we'll see. Tottenham bringing the ball forward just inside their own half. Knocks out on the halfway line for a Tottenham throw-in. Into feet, back to Højbjerg, wide. West Ham pick it off. Declan Rice feeds it out to Benrahma. Nutmegs one, skips round from another. Ref, that's it. Benrahma thinks that his heels clipped. Referee says no. Tottenham now break away on the counter. Son sped past Rice, looking for Kane in behind Zuma. Kane 1-on-1. Fabianski saves it. It looks like it's out for a corner. Whew. End to end, quite literally. Benrahma wants a foul at one end, gets his heels clipped. Ref gives nothing, and then Tottenham just counter with a. And I'm not sure what's happened here, but I think the ref's just given a penalty to Tottenham. I'm not sure what's happened. Don't know if it's a free kick to West Ham or a penalty to Tottenham, but something's happened. And we've missed it because we've been watching a replay. Son's on the deck. Everyone's piling around Anthony Taylor right now. I'm not sure what's happened. I don't know if he's given a free kick or a penalty or what. No one's happy. West Ham and Spurs are both piling in. So Zuma kicks it. Oh, fuck. It's a Tottenham corner. And Zuma's just kicked it towards the corner flag. And it's hit Son on the butt, basically. It's hit Son on the arse. And he's gone down like he's been shot. And everyone starts piling in. West Ham players are trying to protect Zuma. I really don't understand what they're. There's now a couple of Tottenham fans on the pitch, which the stewards are quite quickly dealing with. One guy in the goal, one guy to the side of the goal. 52-27. But I'm really not sure what's going on, to be perfectly honest. I mean, Zuma's, Taylor's given the corner, which is what it was. Like, Zuma's just kicked the ball towards the corner flag because it's a Tottenham corner, and it's hit Son on the back. And he didn't even kick it hard, he just chipped it like a pass, like a side foot. And Son hit the ball. The thing is that the ball hit Son, and then he looked and sort of kicked it, and then he went down. West Ham are making a double sub. Pablo Fornals and Andrei Yarmolenko are both about to come on. Yarmolenko is just getting last-minute instructions. West Ham need to see this corner out first. Creswell's now getting involved. Rice is getting involved. I don't know what. Creswell's been pulled over. It's still all going on. I don't know what's. Creswell's not happy about something. Taylor's now calling Rice over. Dyer and Højbjerg seem to be in the middle of it as well. This really has thrown the whole game off for about 3 or 4 minutes. All over Zuma just kicking the ball to the corner flag for Tottenham's corner. We may actually get the game back underway in a minute. You never know. I'm assuming West Ham are going to wait for the corner to be taken before they make their subs, because you don't normally bring on attacking players at a defensive corner. But we'll see. I'm not sure what's going on here. It's just absolutely killed the game flat at the moment. It's just been going on for nearly 4 or 5 minutes. I think Taylor's checking whether the subs wants to come on yet or not. No, I think the corner's finally going to be taken. Corner's cleared. Benrahma on the touchline, skips away from 2, away from another one. Go on, Antonio. Up against Davis, barges him off. It's kicked out for a West Ham throw-in. West Ham, all of a sudden, out of nothing, have gone right down the other end here. Oh my God, what a miss. Rice sprays it out to Masuaku. Pings the ball in. It's well controlled. Laid off to Creswell. Cuts it to the back post to Antonio. And there's a difference between Antonio and Benrahma. Same position. Benrahma gets over the ball, buries it.
What happened there, mate? What the hell happened there? I literally disappeared for 5 minutes. It's been mental. And how have we missed that opportunity?
Well, mate, that's the first thing that's happened in 5 minutes.
But why
Nothing's happened.
So look at the space. Look at the space Creswell's got.
Oh, that's the difference. I said that's the difference between Antonio and Benrahma. Masuaku's coming off, I think. I'm assuming, because 4 hours and
Antonio's
off. On for about 5 minutes.
Antonio's off.
He's looked legging. The ball hasn't been sticking, so makes sense. I don't know if you actually saw what happened. That just killed the game for the last 5 minutes.
It was Son. What was it? Why did Son go down? Because the ball hit the back of his foot.
Yeah. West Ham was lined up for the corner. Zuma's then gone right. West Ham players are back now.
Yeah, seen it.
I was like, but the ball hit him and then he went down like he'd been shot.
Go on, Yarmolenko, son.
So Moyes has made the changes. Fornals will come on and they'll go back to the normal formation.
West Ham
and Yarmolenko's now on for Antonio.
Lanzini finds Fornals centrally. Ben Johnson. Benny skips by one player. Still got it. Nice cross in. Oh, Lloris clicks.
Andy, I know it wasn't easy, but the technique alone was just awful from Antonio. Like, he side-footed it. He didn't get his knee over the ball. He's leaning back. There's two things they'll always tell you: is get your knee over the ball and get your head over the ball, and then you're in control of it. Knee under the ball, leaning back. It's only going to go one way. It was a massive chance, that one.
Declan Rice collects the ball, feeds the ball out wide right. Benny.
West Ham just keeping the ball at the moment.
Yeah.
Do we need him? Need a bit of possession into Lanzini.
Oh, ref!
What?
Got to give him a yellow card for that. He's got to give him a yellow card for that.
It's England's captain, mate. He don't get booked. Honestly. He's just like put his arm across him and just yanked him down, Harry Kane. Yanked Lanzini to the floor because Lanzini got in the space behind him to pick the ball up. It's a cynical foul, but...
Early subs from Moyes. Attaboy from Rurina. Tensions.
But at least Moyes gave it 10 minutes. Actually gave it about 5 minutes. Because Fornals and Yarmolenko will literally stand on the sideline for the entire time that went to take that corner. But he clearly gave him 5 minutes to start the second half, saw that he wasn't happy still, and he's changed it. So, unlike Thursday night with the points I was screaming out for subs, because it looked like we was leggy, Moyes has committed to the subs today. He's gone early. He's played his cards. Into Creswell. Creswell out to Fornals. Into Ben Ramalade off to Yarmolenko. Out to Rice. To Johnson. Back to Rice. Into Lanzini.
Lloris comes out and collects it. Unlucky.
The subs look like they've made a difference.
They have, mate, and defensively, Tottenham were there for the taking, and we've dispossessed him, but he's given we've done it. He's played on. For now, we've got a bit of bite. Johnson plays it back to Declan Rice. He keeps a hold of the ball, puts the ball back onto his right foot, plays the ball back out to Ben Johnson. Lanzini finds Craig Dawson just in the edge of the centre circle. Out wide left to Creswell. Fornals. Back through the middle to Zuma on the halfway line. Out wide to Ben Johnson on the right-hand side. Benny's made a good run. Yarmolenko tries to collect the ball, but it just goes too far ahead of him. Oh, we've put pressure. Oh, he's defended well, Tottenham, to be fair. He's defended well.
I don't know about well. He gambled. Because if he gets that wrong, Yarmolenko's in one-on-one.
He has, mate.
Doing a Cruyff turn when you're back to goal on the edge of your own box.
Yeah, done well, though. Declan Rice, again, Lanzini, Fornals with a bit of space out the left-hand side. He's driving forward. Keeps driving, plays. And a neat ball too. He's made that run, Yarmolenko! What a run from Yarmolenko, but he just could not get the
ball. I'm not being funny. I know he's shot wide of the near post anyway. But what about the two hands in the back when he goes to shoot? Like,
mate, what a run.
You're never going to give
What
him.
a bloody run that was from Yarmolenko. But the biggest thing there for me, mate, was the ball just couldn't get in front of him. And he's not got the right angles. He's not got the right, body
but
level.
If you watch it, he literally, Romero does that and just shoves him in the back.
Yeah.
Like,
you're not going to get anything for that.
It's too weak. And they would say, the old armies, it's too weak to give for a penalty. But
listen, mate.
He's playing with fire. It's a risky one.
We're putting pressure on.
A clever, intelligent run from Yarmolenko in behind the defender on his favoured left foot. Maybe he should have tried to go across goal, but I just don't think he ever actually got the ball under control.
Listen, mate, the pressure's on. That's all we want. Big switch play from Spurs, but West Ham are now pressing with Fornals. Oh, he's won the ball back.
Go on, Pablo.
Souček's gone through with him. Pablo's still got it. Plays in Lanzini on the edge of the box. Plays the ball to Cressy. Lanzini goes back to collect. Good run there from Benny. Skips by one player and a second player, and it's gone out for a throw into West Ham. Good football by West Ham. For
Need to
now,
watch out for the counter-attack, though.
Fornals, good play. Lanzini.
Oh,
Oh, nice ball through to Benny on the edge of the box. Oh, it takes a heavy touch. Tottenham now on the break. Uh-oh. There's space on the right, space on the left. Ben Johnson, is that Son? He's not. No way.
What is that?
He is
What
dived.
is that?
He is an absolute diver
that
from
is a
Regulion.
booking.
If he is
That
not
is an
going to, he
absolute
needs to book him now.
booking. Not only
Regulion
has he
was through on
dived,
goal with Ben Johnson, and they were kind of all at it, but Regulion just goes down so bloody easy.
well, not only has he dived, but look at the petulance in like throwing. He's literally rolled about on the floor like a fish, throwing his arms about because he didn't get the decision. Like, that is embarrassing.
Fornals plays the ball back to Declan Rice. West Ham have got the up here. We just need to take advantage of this. Lanzini finds Zuma out wide right. Yarmolenko's dropped deep to collect the ball. Finds Declan Rice again on the edge of the centre circle. He now drives forward. Fornals further forward on the left-hand side. Plays it back to Deckers. Switches play over to Zuma, who's a lot further forward in the Tottenham half. He keeps driving forward. Plays the ball out wide right to Ben Johnson, who's got some space. Benny's there with him. Benny plays it back to Johnson. He makes a run. Johnson's still got the ball. Lanzini drops deep to try and come and collect it. Zuma gets the ball. Switches play over to Declan Rice, who's now kind of moving towards the left-hand flank. Creswell on the left-hand side. Plays it back to Declan Rice again. Good possession play by West Ham. Pablo Fornals on the left-hand back. Big cross in over the top. Nearly finds Yarmolenko or Souček. Tottenham now on the break. Big ball up over the top on the right-hand side. Declan Rice is there. He's slipped. Oh, he's done. Mate, he has done brilliant there, considering he nearly slipped. Oh, he's lost it. Dawson comes over and does well.
Slipped up by Dawson. This could be the game now for the last half an hour. This could be it now. This could be West Ham trying to hold the possession and Tottenham let it sit deep and counter in. Nearly got a counter in there, but it was swept up by Rice, who nearly gave ball away. Dawson put it out for a throw-in. They've gone backwards from the throw-in, Tottenham, considering how deep they were in our half. And they're now back on the halfway line.
Tottenham now on the halfway line. Doherty for Tottenham. Masuaku and Antonio came off, Vinny. Yeah, there you go.
I mean, as I said to Tommy at half time, he tried something more, it just didn't work. Like, it just did not work. Don't know what his plan was with Masuaku, but
Doherty for Tottenham. They're just trying to hold on to the ball and get a bit of possessional play. Lisensky, Doherty for Tottenham. Harry Kane plays into Doherty, tries to play the ball through, does find its way through for Tottenham. It looks like he's offside, but they haven't pulled up the flag. Plays the ball through the middle. Son on the edge of the box, skips by a couple of players. Out wide to Doherty. Big cross in over the back post.
Done well there,
Ben
Ben
calling
Johnson.
For the referee. That Regulion is doing my nutting, mate. He is doing my nutting.
I don't know what he's calling for because he quite
He doesn't know what he's calling for. He's just obviously that sort of player.
It looks like he quite clearly wins the header. Unless he heads it into Ben Johnson. That's the only thing I can think of. You know what? Yeah, he did.
Or he hits it off his own hand. Shut up, Kane! You idiot. Sorry.
It did look like he headed it into the back of Johnson. So maybe that time he might have had a thing to moan about.
Fornals plays the ball. Tottenham dispossess. Dyer.
They had a bit of ball the last couple of minutes.
Doherty.
Slowing the game down again. Oh, come on, West Ham, one of you.
I don't know how he's got through that Tottenham player. Doherty.
And they really are just trying to kill the game. They've had it for about the last 5 minutes now, Tottenham.
Yep.
And back to front, left to right. They're just trying to hold possession of the ball.
Come on, West Ham. Come on, you Irons.
And then when we get it back, they really are pressing us.
God, good dispossession there. Fornals collects the ball. Lanzini, Fornals plays the ball. Nice. Yarmolenko does well. Suchek collects it, plays in Yarmolenko. It's a good tackle from the Tottenham midfielder. And now they're driving forward over the halfway line. Kane finds Doherty in the wide right. He's got space.
Hasn't put the ball in, though.
No, he didn't. Højbjerg. Davis. He's still got the ball. Tries to neat ball through. Ben Johnson, big clearance. Can only clear into the West Ham penalty spot. Big clearance from West Ham. Fornals. Yarmolenko tries. He does well. Yeah, he does. Suchek brings the ball down. Plays a bit of cam play. Declan Rice out wide to Ben Johnson. Plays the ball forward to Yarmolenko. Back to Johnson. Yarmolenko goes forward. Declan Rice collects the ball. Switches play over to Craig Dawson.
Because this isn't... Tottenham aren't bothered by this sort of play. Like, this is slow, methodical passing. They're not really... There's no penetrating part. Like, we're just going side to side.
Yeah.
And the way Conte sets up, he'll be happy with that.
Oh, good. There's some really good runs up top there, but we're just not getting the ball to Benny or Yarmolenko. Fornals. Look at Yarmolenko's run. Look at him, but no one's passed it. Switches play to Ben Johnson. Oh, it's a bad touch from Johnson. Reguilon clears straight to West Ham. No Declan Rice. Lanzini. Space on the left-hand side with Creswell. He gets it. Nice ball through to Pablo. Tries a bit of trickery. Still got it. Tries to keep it in. Romero's got it. Pablo Fornals is all over him. Not letting him get away with that one easy. Romero still gets the ball. Don't know how Tottenham got out of there, but they've played well.
Really well. Good interception.
And Lanzini does an interception. He was out for a Tottenham throw.
He done well there for Fornals because he made sure he didn't commit the foul because that's what Reguilon wanted. Not Reguilon, sorry, Højbjerg. Højbjerg wanted the foul, and he made sure not to give him it. But they played out of that tight position brilliantly between the three of them. The defenders there for Tottenham.
Lisa Mafia, you're in the wrong channel. See ya. Yes, Lisa is lost. Megan 2-1 down. I'm proud we didn't dive roll over the floor like they are like children. We deserve 2 each. Should not miss that. Rice collects the ball, finds Fornals. Back to Rice again. Oh, Yarmolenko! Oh, nearly fed through to Yarmolenko.
Now Tottenham on the counter. That's what I said. This is what the game's going to be. West Ham trying to create the chance. Tottenham hitting on the counter.
Finds Kane.
Kulusevski cuts in on his left foot.
Big, that'll do.
Went too far away, but into the crowd.
Come on, West Ham.
West Ham playing out from the back. Don't know if that's the best decision. Gets into Rice.
Just goes a bit haywire from Suchek.
Tottenham again. I suppose now with no Antonio, they're probably thinking the option's going to have to be to play out from the back. Getting Tottenham just sort of passing it around the back, slowly picking out their passes, they bring it over the halfway line now. Go wide, is it to Son? Overlap for Reguilon, back in again. They've gone back to the middle of the pitch. It's it's very frustrating to watch. It's very Conte ball.
Yeah.
And it is what I would say, and in fairness to Conte, is that they've got their lead. They're not going to go chasing. They're not going to go attacking. It's just game management. This is just like, no. If you want the ball, you come out and get it. And then when you come out to get it, we're going to pass around you. It's very frustrating to watch. Very good if you can do it.
Oh, come on, West Ham.
Again, look, they've gone left to right, back into the centre.
Go on, Yarmolenko. Get stuck in there, son. Put them under pressure. We have, and we've won a throw in, yeah.
Tottenham throwing.
Shut up, Conte.
Still demanding more of them. But Moyes ain't happy. Antonio doesn't look happy on the bench. It's just not been his game today. As I said at half time, he wasn't making nothing was sticking to him. Maybe he's thinking about that one chance he had in the first half. But it's just, Conte ball is frustrating to watch if you're a team losing. It is what it is. And he's obviously drilled at least this part of it into Tottenham's play. Keep the ball.
Tottenham find the ball through, and he's lost it. Pablo Fornals gets it back, goes a big up and over. Lucky again.
What is that?
I can see what he's thinking. It just literally goes about a yard over.
We haven't had the ball for like 5 minutes.
No.
And the first thing you do is just play one long ball up to Yarmolenko and lose possession again. Like,
oh, they've lost it, and we've won it back in their half. Declan Rice has got it, plays it out wide right. Benny. Yarmolenko's with him, so's Ben Johnson. Yarmolenko collects the ball. He switches play completely, tries to find Lanzini, but it's cleared from the Tottenham player. It's switched out there, Son now on the attack. Ben Johnson's got the pace to come back with him, but someone making overlap and run. Regulion. Oh, Tottenham from distance. Block from Craig Dawson. Ah! Get up, you idiot! You ran into the ref, and I swear to God, mate, if the ref wasn't there, he would have been free for a shot.
That Regulion again.
Yeah, he's complaining to the ref about the ref.
Run into the referee.
Oh, that's brilliant. Go on, Lanzini. Go on, Pablo.
He's
won that. He's done well. Creswell, Dawson, Rice on the halfway line. Lanzini's got some space. Johnson's got some space. Lanzini's dropping deep. Plays the ball out wide left to Fornals. Cressy over to Zoom on the halfway line. He's going to play it to Johnson out in the wide right.
They're happy with this. This slow pace suits them.
15 minutes to go.
You've just seen him for the last 10 minutes passing like this. It's not snappy. It's not incisive. It's not quick. It's very easy to shuffle left to right to defend it. Look, there's no one coming short to see it. No one's making an option. Zoom has tried to switch it and straight out for a throw-in. It's just so poor. I'll say that word again, it's frustrating.
$15 minutes to go.
One of you's.
He got through. Oh,
he's got to be offside.
Ben Johnson's there. Surely on.
So, surely he was offside.
Tell you what, though, I'm glad it's Regulion. No one else.
So, if it's Son, it's probably in the back of the net. Yeah. The only thing here was on the left-hand side on his left foot. So
look at that run from Benny.
Go across the goal.
Souček, Lanzini, back to Souček. Switches play over to Dawson, finds Declan Rice. Inside to Fornals. Souček skips by one player. Creswell plays it in. Oh, it's unlucky. Better. Lloris with the ball.
There you go.
Creswell chasing him down.
There you go. What's that?
That'll do.
West Ham throw it.
West Ham throw in, yeah. Come on, Zuma.
This is now very reminiscent of that League Cup game earlier in the season. When they just sat deeper and deeper, Tottenham. We had the ball and struggled to break them down.
Creswell, Rice, Zuma. Just Tottenham sitting back off our players. Declan Rice coming back to collect the ball, driving over the halfway line. Go down the left-hand flank, plays the ball to Creswell. He makes a run. He's looking for the ball back, but doesn't get it. Creswell plays it back to Craig Dawson. He's going to switch play. Finds Lanzini deep. Plays the ball through to Souček. It's lost, but we win it back from Declan Rice. Creswell's down the left-hand side. He wants the ball. Declan Rice plays it to Pablo Fornals. Puts the ball through to Yarmolenko. It's poor Yarmolenko, mate. Poor. Now here comes Son down the left-hand side. Oh, it's lucky that he's kind of... here he goes, though.
Look who's back there defending, though. Yarmolenko.
Yeah.
Of all the players to sprint back and try and stop the Son getting through, it was Yarmolenko that's back there trying to block him off. And now Tottenham going to come forward, or are they just going to go backwards again? Yeah, they've gone backwards again.
Yep, they have. Yep, like you said, mate, just happy to play the ball back there.
They'll look for an overlap. They'll look for a free man. And if they don't find it, there you go. They found a pass there.
There we go. Down the right-hand side. He's going to skip over. He's going to put it onto his left foot, as he always does.
Gone back again. They've gone back and they've gone side to side again. Like,
it's going to go back.
Credit Conte, but
it's making me yawn.
It's phenomenal game management. It's so frustrating to watch. As
Son, Kulusevski, Højbjerg tries to chip the ball forward. Kane's broke the offside trap. He's broke the offside track, and I do not know how he's not put that ball in the back of the net, mate. He's chipped it over. We just got away with that.
Sucked us in for 15 minutes, and that was there that finally created that one chance they wanted. And I don't know what Kane's just done. Was he onside?
I'm not trying to see here. He's on.
Yeah, Johnson's played him miles on.
Yeah, he's literally gone one-on-one with the
keeper.
And he's chipped it.
He tries to outside of his boot. I think he's tried to flick it on the outside of his boot around the goalkeeper.
Great run and great ball.
His first touch gets caught under his feet, and he's just tried to flick it round it, and just gets massively underneath it. West Ham are just getting frustrated now. See Yarmolenko there having a moan as well. It's just nothing's coming off.
Just want to see our subs, mate. Perkins, Vlasic.
That's it. If you want to go for it, it's Perkins or Vlasic. West Ham have got bodies really high up the pitch there, but one pass and Tottenham around it.
Son. Regulon. Son's on the edge of the box. He's unmarked, but they've chosen to go wide.
Good header.
Oh, what a block from Craig Dawson. Tries to shoot from distance, goes wide. It's a great block from Craig Dawson.
Two big chances in the last minute or so for Tottenham. Well, meanwhile, we haven't created anything in the last 15 minutes, 20 minutes.
Michael P says we
Tottenham
keep giving the ball away. Michael P says Perkins for Lanzini, more like Vlasic for Lanzini. Butcher for Lanzini. We must control the ball. Come on, Fornals. Ref done us a favour there. Clatter and Son. I think linesman's gone on his holidays.
We're just playing. Here we go again. Look, we're going to play a long ball. And if Souček doesn't win it, which he hasn't, you haven't got Antonio on the pitch, so you can't be playing long balls. You've got to play into feet.
Oh, God.
Things was that we're having, again, look, we just, Creswell's played it long as well.
Are we about to bring another
Let's get the ball on the
substitute
deck.
on? I think Vlasic is coming on.
Might as well, right?
Creswell
Lose 3-1 or try and get the draw. Like,
oh, Creswell's just giving the ball away to Tottenham. Oh, well done, Pablo. Ref. Benny down the left-hand side, still driving for Benny, mate. That is too weak.
Awful. Like, how are you getting out-sprinted by a centre-back, Benny? That is...
It's a big ball over the top.
I mean, Romero's a good centre-back, but he should not be... He was behind Benrahma. Like, he should not be sprinting past him again.
Right, Vlasic is coming on.
Vlasic is on for Lanzini. No, Lanzini won the goal today.
Fell throw. Fell throw from Spurs.
I fell throw. You don't have 2 feet on the floor. Which would be criminal because they never give foul throws for anything else. He must have only had 1 foot on the floor. West Ham's throwing. Conte won't be happy about that. We've had a lot of the ball in the second half for periods without really doing much with it. You know, Tottenham have got this low block going on. They're doing very well at it. Go on, Vlasic.
Vlasic collects the ball, does well. Finds Souček. They've got bodies back, though. Should play the ball. He does. Dawson, Rice. Fornals. Cressy.
That's it. Make an option for him. How's that? Oh, call the ball.
Given a corner.
I must admit, I thought it was a.
If anyone doesn't remember the people that came on the park earlier on, the fans.
Oh yeah,
it was that group who were trying to.
Oh, the oil protester people.
Cable tie themselves.
Yeah. One hour's been kicked off it.
Creswell. Back post. Dawson. No, Benny's got it though. Big ball into the back post. Oh, it's cleared and it's going to be headed back in. West Ham. Oh, Lloris comes and collects it. Oh, shit.
As soon as we get that ball in the box, they're at 6s and 7s. That's why I'll keep it alive, Benny. Hooks it back into the far post. Was it Rice or Souček was steaming in on it? Oh, give over as he got cramp. Half the players on the pitch was played 120 minutes on Thursday. Oh, that's just typical Conte. Game management. soon as we get a little bit of pressure again, it's someone go down injured.
Sub for
Yeah, Mr.
Spurs.
Royale coming on. Doherty coming off. No, Regulion.
Regulion.
So you've got a right back for a left back. So it'll be interesting to see who goes to left back. Would Doherty go out to that side now? It looks like Regulion's on the left. Looks like Royale's gone onto the right hand side. So
oh no!
oh,
Sun's being played on. It finishes at 3-1.
3-1. That was an absolutely fucking embarrassing piece of defending. I'm not going to be polite here. It's one centre forward, and they've both gone for the same header. Like, that's embarrassing. That's no communication. Look, it's Dawson's man. Zuma then also gets sucked in when it's Dawson's header. Creswell's too deep, plays him onside. He's in, goal. Like,
absolutely nothing.
From a goal kick, one ball, Kane wins header. They both go for the same header. Like, that's it. That's shambolic defending. I'm sorry, that is absolutely embarrassing. Like, I've got no words for that. There's zero communication there whatsoever. One of them, which looked like Dawson, should be heading that ball, right? And then Zuma's gone in for it as well. Kane wins the header. Son's in 1-on-1. Like, that was essentially 4 touches going from the whole length of the pitch to the back of the net.
Oh, going the ball away again.
It's 1 touch from the goalkeeper, 1 head on from Kane. I think a touch from Son in the back of the net. Like,
oh my God, we can't even get the ball off Son. He's everywhere and we can't even get the ball off him. That's a nutmeg.
And that really is game over. Right.
That might be in again. Can't even. Every single ball has landed on their feet. Every deflection has landed off their feet. Every block has landed off their feet.
I know I said it 2-0. I thought if we were done, then they got back in it. But Conte's just stifled the entire second half. You know, retaining possession, passing sideways, left to right, keeping the ball. And then something as basic as that is just awful defending. You can't anticipate for that. But that is just like, that is not even, I want to say Sunday League, but we didn't even see that when we played Sunday League. When we played non-league in the FA Cup, you saw that one defender went, one didn't. Like, well, there's only one centre forward. So why are you both going for the same header? Like, it's generally awful defending. Brilliant play from Tottenham. Came with a flick on, you know. Son reading the flick on, in 1-on-1, buries it. Fabianski's not got a chance. And the thing is, I don't think he's made a save today, really.
No.
There was one from Kane that went wide, that was going wide anyway. I think they probably had about 4 shots on target and scored 3 goals. But just the actual circumstances of the goals, you could say we were unlucky for the first couple. Like, the Zuma deflection was... The Zuma on goal was in deflection. Yeah, they were lucky for them, but that's just amateur defending. It's absolutely awful. Like, and yeah, I said we were leggy. I said we might struggle today. Even when we had possession in large parts of the second half, it was still leggy. There was no like zip. There was no quickness. We were basically passing left to right, couldn't find a way through. But that, like, 2-1, I would have been like, oh, you know what, there's 2-1. But that's just beyond embarrassing. That third goal, and yeah, look, in terms of tactical ability, they have won the game. Like Conte was one of Conte's better tactical approaches, but that defending for that goal is shocking. How can neither of you communicate and both go for the same header and neither of you win it? Like, it's look, I said, I'll say what I said. I did say it. I said it Thursday that after we played the 120 minutes and we got through to the next round, the quarterfinals, I didn't really care about today. Because as far as for me personally, I don't think Tottenham are going to get top four anyway. I think Arsenal have been phenomenal. They had a really poor start, but since that poor start, they've been fantastic, and it's now theirs to lose. And they've still got to play Arsenal. But we look leggy. Maybe Moyes should have made changes today. Maybe he should have played Noble. Maybe Vlasic should have started. Maybe he should have done some options to try and freshen it up rather than trying to play almost the same team. Masuaku didn't work at all. He just didn't do anything. But you know what? I said I would have taken 2-1. It probably been a fair result. And they've just given that shambolic third away. And now Tottenham are just seeing out the game. Like they've been doing pretty much the entire second half, in fairness. And they've done it pretty well. In fact, like Conte said, it's Italian. It's almost like boring you into a submission at times. And I don't mean that in a negative way, because their ability to keep the ball has been really, really good. Why are you even blowing up? Just play the advantage. Look, he's smiling on the floor. Come on, Rick. He's literally smiling on the floor. He's just played on. You've just killed another minute for what? Game's finished. There was no point blowing up there. If you could have just played the advantage to Tottenham. Thankfully, this is the international break now, so we've got 2 weeks to try and get a bit of a rest.
Oh, Matt.
That's what I would say today. Is that we've been absolutely shattered from start to finish. That's a high foot, ref. Come on. You don't need to give them the advantage on the 50-50s when they're 3-1 up with 30 seconds to go.
Oh, my God.
Oh. And then someone just taking it off the head of Kane. Could have been 4. That's got to be it, surely. You don't need to play the extra time, ref. It's not going to make a difference. Blow up now. I suppose he might let Fabianski take the goal kick and then blow up. And it's full-time whistle.
Right, let's go over, mate, and do the review. I mean, I'm not really in the best of moods to do a review, but we'll do it. We'll stick with it. Yeah. We'll do a quick one. So there's the link there. Jump on it now. We'll go across. We'll dissect the 3-1 loss to Spurs, and we'll see you across there in what, Matt? A minute? Not even. It's actually. Do you know what?
Yeah.
Jump through some of the comments for me, mate. In actual fact, sorry, if you click that link right now, we are live across on this link just now, and we'll go across and dissect the game a little bit. Okay, we'll see you then. Stay safe, everyone, and yeah, we'll review. We was shit. Yeah, absolutely, mate.
Yeah,
but go click that link. We'll see you across there, and take it easy. Yep. How do I do this? Sorry, I've lost the plot, mate.